Hi everyone, this is Jordan Abroad and welcome back to our YouTube channel. And for today's content is about the 10 shocking things in New Zealand. So before anything else, I just want to invite you to subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button below. For our number one entry is the absence of central heating in such cold country. So the financial burden of installing and maintaining central heating system may continue to be an obstacle regardless of whether hydropower in New Zealand makes electricity quite cheap. Central heating can be prohibitively expensive to install, especially in older homes, and portable heaters and heat pumps are becoming increasingly common heating options. And even though the winter in New Zealand are harsh, central heating is uncommon because of cultural norms, historical building traditions, and expenses. And related to this, based on our own experience, we use heaters to survive in this, especially in this winter times. So good thing that winter season will end this August and springtime will come. So if ever that you will be moving here in the country, the number one thing that you must adapt to is the weather, and you must have winter coats, winter jackets, and if you have more budget, as you come here, it's a necessity to buy heaters or portable heaters to survive in this, especially in winter seasons. Because I can say that from coming to a tropical country, tropical weather, you will have a struggle to adapt to the environment or the weather here because it's very cold. That's it. Number two things or shocking things in New Zealand is the price of living, particularly for food. So comparing with several other nations, New Zealand has a surprisingly high cost of living, and particularly when it comes to groceries. So the total grocery cost could get influenced by the elevated price of foreign products together with other usual purchases, and however, native meat and fruits and vegetables tends to be cost effective rivals and fewer batches of products, and therefore affects the expense of manufacturing both native and foreign products. So on our experience, me and my husband are, especially when we are new here, in our very first months, we are struggling in a high cost of living here, and we are trying our best to have and to strive ourselves to have a job. And probably I can suggest that you can budget things out, probably food that is on the budget, and buying things that is necessary for your every week or for your daily living. So avoid unnecessary expenses or what we call luxury. So you can postpone all of those luxuries and save money as you can. And my husband taught me how to save in an emergency fund in case of emergency. So probably you can do that too. Number three, most shocking things in New Zealand is the life-work balance here. So the job and life harmony is very important here in New Zealand, and well-balanced work between work and life is a necessity or essential for the people of New Zealand, and people often set greater importance on activities and interests, bonding with people they love, and engaging in outdoor activities compared to what they do on constantly progressing their professional life. So here, their life is about family. They have values of having time with their family. So in their professional life is, or progression of their professional life is, can be balanced. So that's it. So the number four shocking things in New Zealand is it is generally safe to drink water that comes straight from the faucets. So the water purity in New Zealand is very high, and water from the tap is almost all in all urban countries is acceptable to drink, and even while tap water is still usually safe, it is excellent precaution to pay attention for any sign that it could be safe to drink in areas that are more remote. So particularly when you are been traveling or doing outdoor activities such as hiking that require water. The number 5 shocking things in New Zealand is the incredible degree of trust that New Zealanders have in institutions and in one another is well known. So both economic and social advancement of New Zealand is largely attributed to this excellent degree of trust. So I will give you some examples. So the people here are very friendly, they are trustworthy, and you can see that if you are alone in the house, you feel safer and more comfortable. And ever since that I came here, and frequently I'm alone, I avoid, or I get the feeling of being at home even though I'm alone in the house, because the environment here is very peaceful, and the people are friendly and they're smiling at you when you're outside, and that's it. And you will feel that kind of safe and peace feeling in you when you are here. Number 6 shocking things in New Zealand is sunscreen is an absolute necessity because the sun is terrible in New Zealand, and due to the numbers of circumstances, including its southern hemisphere position, the decreasing ozone layer, and exceptionally pure air, the country's sun is seen as strong. So because of the circumstances, the Earth's surface is exposed to increased ultraviolet UV radiation, resulting in protection from the sun, crucial for preventing burns from the sun, harm to the skin, and cancers of the skin. So in my experience, I usually don't wear makeups, but my number 1 beauty secret or tip is the sunscreen. So every time you go outside and you see a sun, even though you cannot see the sun, there's an ultraviolet rays that is visible. So the number 1 protection that I can recommend to you is that you have to wear sunscreen here. So to avoid diseases of the skin, and probably if you are conscious in getting or looking old, like me, I want to avoid having wrinkles in this young age. So that's my number 1 tip for you, to wear sunscreen. So the number 7 shocking things in New Zealand is the boss is addressed by their first name by everyone. And in general, New Zealand's workplace culture is characterized by being friendly as well as effective, prioritizing both professional output and harmonious relationship between work and life. So schedules that are flexible and easygoing interactions in the workplace are several instances of ways that this is presented. So if this setup, or if this is this kind of addressing the boss or manager by their first name is leading you to have a harmonious relationship in a certain workplace. So it's really great and nice to have that. So the number 8 shocking things in New Zealand is because of its lengthy isolation from much of the world. New Zealand is shocking in that it has no native land snakes, and however, this results in a safer habitat for both local wildlife and humans. And in overall, people don't have to be afraid about being beaten by land snakes, and when you enjoy the outdoors in New Zealand, and it is a major attraction for travelers and giving them more freedom to enjoy hiking and animal viewing. Number 9. Shocking things in New Zealand is because to its placement on the western side of the Pacific Ring of Fire, New Zealand experiences an elevated rate of earthquakes and volcanic activity. And number 10, most shocking things in New Zealand is the small violent streets. New Zealand's economy continuously ranks within the world's safest nations, providing its people an atmosphere of confidence and safety. So that's the top 10 most shocking things in New Zealand, and I hope you've learned about this video and to face the culture shock whenever you will go here in the country. So Thank you very much for watching and see you on our next videos. Bye!